Hey guys, it's Mad Friday and welcome back. Right, firstly, a quick apology. As you can probably tell, this replay is not in the glorious HD of Xbox One, even though I filmed this on Saturday night during the beta. Unfortunately, I was one of the few people, well, a few according to Wargaming, but it was obviously quite a lot, because I wasn't the only one from my friends list that had the same problem. I could not connect to the Xbox One beta weekend, because I had the G22 error, which basically meant my router's not compatible with the way they set up their server, and they're going to change it, they know about it, but it takes 10 days to get Microsoft certification for another version, which means no beta weekend for me, so I was incredibly pissed off, to be honest. But anyway, right, E-50 Mastery Replay. Also, I'd like to point out that on this map as well, for a medium tank with armour and a little bit of gun depression, this position is extremely powerful. First off, I just push forward, getting in a bush, see if I can pick up some early spots without getting spotted myself. Ideally I would have had some paint on this tank to increase my camo factor, but I was only playing for an hour that night, so I wasn't going to spend all those credits on paint just for an hour. But anyway, also with this tank, I probably have my equipment set up a little bit different to most players. With the E-50 with the top gun, there we go, there's a spot. The E-50 with the top gun has great aim time, great accuracy, so I don't run vert stabs or a gun lane drive. I run rammer, vents and optics. I like running optics, it allows you to pick things up at maximum range. Right, there we go, first power donkey moment. I've let an A44 hit me sideways and track me, so that will teach me a lesson, and I will try not to do that anymore. Luckily though, he's more of a power donkey than me, and he just sits there. He's going to put this nice 105mm shell into the side of him. Hopefully the team clean him up. There we go, so that's that A44 out of that. A really annoying position there, because he was probably going to spot me most times. Right, so this is the power of this position. Immediately we've gone from supporting the forward flank to supporting the right hand flank. Could either side scrape from this rock, or I'm just using my front plate to try and bounce shots. It's up to you really, however you prefer to do it. The front plate on this thing is pretty damn decent. You see there, we just bounced that Tiger 2 and we've bounced some shots from other tanks as well. There we go, nice shot straight through the front of the turret on the Tiger 2. This 105mm gun is extremely punchy and you can get away with things like that. And also see our optics there has given us plenty of assist ribbons, and we pick up kill number 1. That one pen looked like it went through the side of the turret there. So an IS-6 has pushed down from the hill. He's just about hull down, so he's going to be a tough cookie if he stays there. Still trying to bait shots with my front plate. T-54 up there. Got himself hulled down. I bounced off his turret there. That wasn't going to pen. Still worth firing though. If you're lucky enough to catch their very, very small cupolas on the T-54, you will get a pen. You'll be very lucky. Right, so immediately switching flanks. Well, not flanks. I'm supporting the middle of the map now. All I've had to do is move around this different side of the rock, and I'm literally covering a different part of the map. And the IS-6 pens me there. And I'm not doing particularly well with him, you know, in regards to saving my hit points at the minute. But I'm in a lot stronger position than he is, and I recommend you use this position when you get the south spawn on this map. There we go, side scrape the rock, get a bounce out of him, aiming for his lower plate, and find it this time, finally. Kill number 2 on the IS-6. That was a nice kill there. We've cleaned up the middle of the map again, which lets me free to now support the other flank. The enemies who've pushed around that side, they've left themselves a bit exposed in that dip there, and I get a fire as well, which is always nice. Nice bit of beta damage. No, I'm not going to use the word beta anymore. That is now a banned word for me. I never want to hear beta ever again. The amount of hours I wasted on Saturday trying to connect before I went onto the forums and saw a whole load of different threads with loads of replies by Wargaming, and there was absolutely no chance of me being getting on a beta. Yeah, absolutely raging. Back to the support in the middle again. One guy's facing off against an IS-3. He's behind a rock, but to fire on that guy, he's going to have to push out from behind that rock, and as soon as he does, I'm going to take advantage of it. There you go. He's over angled. IS-3 has got a pike nose. So when you angle those tanks, the face of the pike that is nearest to you becomes very flat. It's quite an easy pen. That's why the IS-3 is quite tricky to play. You can bounce shots in that tank, it's just quite hard to get it to do it. Oh, there's that T-54. I'm above him, which is another reason why this position is quite powerful. If I was facing him head to head, I'd probably have to look for a lower plate shot. Because I'm above him, I can aim down on his turret now. Didn't want to spend too long out in front of him, so I just auto-aim that one. This gun does perform quite well with auto-aim against stationary targets. We spot an IS, that's quite a cheeky kill. Somebody else obviously did most of the damage to him. But as you'll see later on in the game, there's a situation that happens that makes that quite fair, and I'll explain why later. We pick up another kill. I think that's our 5th kill already. The game is looking extremely secured now. BKB from range, even he was fairly well angled, and that went straight through. Happy days. That's kill number 6. We're on a top gun already. IS-3 pushes round to finish that guy off in the Tiger, but we finish him off. And you can see on the map, the last enemy heavy alive is facing off against someone down by the seaside, and he's finishing him off. Luckily, I'm in the fastest tank on our team that's left alive, and there's a Bradley Walters on the line here. I'm going to be the first to get there. It's the Tiger 2 that's left alive. Depending on how much health he's got left, this should be a guaranteed Bradley Walters. And you can probably tell from the way I'm talking, but I'm setting myself up for a fall here. Feel free to laugh at me. So I pushed in. I know he was last. Oh no, he's made it this far already. Oh, power donkey! I hit the rock, fire my shot up in the air. And it gives my team just enough time to take the kill, take my Bradley Walters. I was a little bit annoyed at the time, but like I said, I pretty much fired one shot into that IS and took the kill when somebody else did all the work. So really, I can't be too angry about not getting Bradley Walters there. Pick up 7 kills, 4,560 damage. 1,367 assist points, gives us a nice daily double. Well, didn't pay for any premium on the weekend. Like I said, I was only playing for an hour, so I didn't want to waste 250 gold for just an hour's play. Nice load of ribbons. Got another line of tonight. Got quite a few of those now. Mastery Ace Tanker. It's always nice. Devastated for the 7 kills. No Bradley Walters. I was a bit annoyed. Top Gun for 6. And a steel wall with the 1800 damage blocked by the armour. The amount of damage I took in the game and the amount blocked was probably enough to kill me at least twice over, so we did well there with angling our front plate, although I did lose some silly shots to the IS-6 and the other one that was firing at me. What was it? The A-44. I lost some silly health there, but managed over 1800 base experience, 7 kills, 4,500 damage, and 3 nice medals there, and a nice daily double. Right, there we go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this replay. Please like it if you did, sub if you're not, and I will see you soon. See you later.